Okay, now to continue our discussion of um, measurements, I'm going to draw another object, and again, I want you to follow along and do this on your screen. Um, the only way to learn is by practice. So I'm going to go to the layers property and make sure that I'm on my object. Again, double click to make it the current layer. The green check mark means that it's the current layer. I'm going to select another polyline. Now, for this one, I'm not going to draw a square corners, and the reason is we need to discuss one type of dimension lines. Okay, so I'm going to draw a triangle. Again, escape gets you out of the drawing tool. Now, if let's go back to the layer properties and make our dimensions current. If I was to select the linear dimensioning tool, it is going to measure this side. But let's say I want to measure the slanted or the hypotenuse side. We're going to do that now. Okay, again, the dashed arrow is the measure path. Notice that it wants to snap to the ordinate directions. I'm not getting, if I do this, I'm not getting the length of the hypotenuse because these two dimensions are the same. So I want to actually measure the angled surface. So let me delete this out. Now I want to use the aligned dimensioning tool. It's going to give me a dimension of the hypotenuse. It's again, you will use that for any particular dimensions that are not north, south, east, or west. Okay. Now let's go back to our dim objects and let's just draw a circle. If you remember from our previous discussions, you have a couple of tools on the circle tab. You can draw with points, tangent, or you can do center radius. So we're going to use center radius. It's going to ask us to specify the center point. As soon as we do, the tab comes up. You can either draw a circle. Notice that the box is blue, so we can enter the radius. I'm going to enter 3. So there is our circle. Now, you can choose one of the measurement tools. Again, this is under the Home tab, Home ribbon, and I have pulled down the Dimension tab. So I'm going to do radius. Now, as soon as I select that, it's asking me to select an arc or a circle. And this is different because you're not going to snap to a corner like you did here. So I just select, and now it has highlighted the center of the circle and given me a radius. I can also choose the location of where I want to be. Alright, so it's giving me the R for radius. We set that up as a 3 when we drew it, so we know that is correct. Let's also look at the diameter. Now we have on this particular dimension, we have the symbol for the diameter, which is different than the radius, and that always lets us know that we're dealing with diameter as opposed to radius. Okay. There's another function, and that is arc length, that we can use, and we will discuss that in the next video. Also, while we're on this circle, we do have the center mark, and that just streamlines a couple of different processes. If you enter that particular function and then select a circle that gives you the center line, you don't have to draw that, you don't have to snap, and also it allows you to have it on the north, south, east, and west chord planes, and you don't have to guess about which one that is. Now, if you, of course, try to draw that, just get rid of this. If you try to draw that yourself, you could, but we're all about streamlining, and it takes several clicks, and you would have to change and make this to a center line line type. It's just a way to streamline the process. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss